UCA two-time All-American, Internal Officer, Melanie Vargas. Senior, Destiny Cage. Senior, Valerie Martinez. Junior, Shakira Emerson. Senior, Kilara Thomas. Senior, Caitlin Garza. Senior, Mariah Hickman. Sophomore, Madison McWashington. Senior, Internal Officer, Evelyn Cruz. Senior, UCA All-American, External Officer, Jakaya Bass. Senior, UCA two-time All-American, Internal Officer, Leah Chanette. Senior, Internal Officer, Araya Ross. Junior, Spirit Girl of the Week, Zoe Pope. Junior, UCA All-American, Haley Perkin. Senior, UCA two-time All-American, co-captain, Sakaya Mann. Senior, UCA All-American, captain, Anisha Walker. Your managers are Brittany Guyton and Haley Fletcher. And don't forget your mascots, Thunders and Lightning. Those are your 2022-23 North Shore Mustang varsity cheerleaders. Now, the North Shore High School marching band, at this time, will play the North Shore High School alma mater. Ladies and gentlemen, let's turn our attention to the home side. Let's meet and make welcome the 2022-23 Atascocita Eagle varsity cheerleaders under the direction of Tracy Joseph. First, junior, Alyssa Rodriguez. Sophomore, Ina Spence. Senior, captain, UC All-American, Morgan Pack. Junior, Eddie Wooten. Sophomore, Siobhan Nichols. Sophomore, Ellie Mumford. Junior Social Officer, Katie Surley. Junior Social Officer, Taylor McIntyre. Senior, Izzy Gutierrez. Sophomore, Riley Ledbetter. Senior co-captain, two-time UC All-American, Genesis Aguibi. Sophomore, Kaylee Garza. Junior Social Officer, Kendall Brosco. Sophomore, Hope Butterick. Junior, Ashley Alfaro. Senior, three-time All-American, Asia Smith. Senior captain, two-time All-American, Morgan Seastrom. Senior, Sadie St. John. Senior UC All-American, McKellen Wilson. Junior Social Officer, your cheer of the week, Gabriella Lilly. Senior, Haley Ponder. Senior, pitted forward, leadership recipient, Mackenzie Capers. Senior, pitted forward, leadership recipient, Haley Gregory. Senior, UC All-American, Jasmine Cooper. Junior Social Officer, Ava Phillips. Junior, Abigail Martinez. Senior, four-time UC All-American, Elliott Eagle, Allison Wiggins. And junior, Peyton Stewart. Again, those are your 2022-23 Atascocita Eagle varsity cheerleaders. Now, the Atascocita Eagle High School marching band under the direction of Brian Best will now play the Atascocita High School alma mater. Your officials for tonight are referee Kevin Upton, your umpire Earl Bennett Jr., the head line judge Tony Jackson, the line judge Omar Salgado, The back judge is Justin Urban. The side judge, Clifford O'Neill. The field judge is Michael Collins. The game clock, Rick Alstead. The game clock, Forrest Madden. Title of the box change, Jacob Ross, Evan Mays, and Cornelius Wilson. Here come the Mustangs. And here come your Eagles! Ladies and gentlemen, this time you'll direct your attention to the south end zone as our colors are presented tonight by the Atascocita High School Marine Junior ROTC under the direction of Daniel Fleming.
All right, I'm going to start the music, and then you all come in right after the national anthem, okay?
Tonight on the national colors,
Good evening, everyone, live from Turner Stadium in Humble, Texas. It's the 21-6A showdown between state-ranked number 1 North Shore Mustangs 7-0 versus the 7th-ranked rated Atascocita Eagles 7-1. This is for all the marbles as to who will host the first round playoff game at home. You have Rick Blunt, Carl Thies here from Legacy Sports Network and Texan Live. North Shore led by TD David Amador, and Atascocita Eagles led by number 1 Zion Brown. And Carl, you can't get excited about this game. You can't get excited about any high school game.
These two teams, I don't want to say hate, but these two teams don't like each other, and these two teams, for the 6th year in a row, playing for the district championship.
Yeah, and it is a packed house here on Humboldt, Texas. The little wind, autumn, fall night, and I'm telling you, this is the game of the week, maybe the game so far in the city of Houston, between two powerhouses that both have eyes for the state championship.
Both these teams went to the region finals last year. North Shore came out on top. North Shore went on to their 3rd state championship in 4 years. And a lot of these kids played these. They played 2 times last year, once in district and once in the region finals. A lot of these kids played those 2 games last year.
Slaughter, Gill, Campbell, all captains for the Eagles, along with Jalen Dukas, Amador. We're waiting.
Atascocita has won the toss and elected to defer their option in the second half.
So Atascocita won the toss, deferred, giving North Shore the ball right off the start.
North Shore will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
North Shore going from right to left on your computer screen. Other captains, Jackson, along with Dudley and Anderson.
North Shore receiving from the north end zone scoreboard side.
Carl, these two teams are so evenly matched. They average 440 a game or 430 a game.
Both teams have great offense, and both teams have great defense.
Great defense. Atascocita allowing 180 yards a game. North Shore only allowing 163. Atascocita has a little bit of edge on the offense. Both these teams like to throw and they like to run. North Shore runs more than throws, and Atascocita likes to throw more than run. So it's really going to come down to turnovers.
Like we talked about earlier, it's going to come down to who makes less mistakes.
For our radio listeners, description of uniforms.
So here's the kickoff, fielded at the 3-yard line, up to the 10, cuts back to the 20, 25, almost to the 30-yard line. Nice tackle. Terrence Guillory.
Home team Eagles in their navy blue tops with white numbers, their white helmets with the A Eagle, white helmets and white pants. North Shore in their red pants, white tops, red numbers, and red helmets.
Thank goodness, red numbers. Amador, who came in, I think, week 4, has gotten better every week, has Johnson in the backfield with him. 3 receivers. Rashard Johnson in the backfield. Here is Geary in motion. Hand off to Rashard Johnson. And he goes nowhere. Tackled by, and we had to say that name right off the bat, Tua or Pepe.
Sam T is what we're going to call him.
You're going to call him Sam T. Samu is 6'3", 375 pounds of all man.
And Samu hadn't missed a meal this week.
And he's going where, Texas?
Texas A&M.
So second down, and let's call it 13. Johnson doesn't get thrown to the ground very often like that. So here's Amador looking, going downfield, underthrows the ball into triple coverage, going to Christopher Barnes. Atascocita had that well covered. They had 5 men deep. Brings up third down and 13. Amador had plenty of time. Kind of shocked he didn't tuck that down and run.
On the defensive side for the Eagles, Parker Ducos at linebacker, defensive tackle Musquiz, a defensive end Contreras.
So Amador keeps, and he's brought down by Zion Campbell, one of the leading tackles for Atascocita. So North Shore 3 and out from their 30. They actually loses a yard, and now they're going to have to punt. Evan Jackson into the game, standing on his 15-yard line. The Atascocita Eagles drop 2 in coverage, and they're standing at their own 43-yard line. So North Shore, bad snap. Evan Jackson kicks a bad kick, low kick. It is fielded at the 40, and he gets about 2 yards.
32-yard punt.
Kyron Lee
with a 3-yard return.
So Atascocita gets the ball with great field position on their own 43-yard line.
10:32 left in the first quarter, still no score.
Anticipate Brown along with Blaylock in the backfield.
One of the best sophomore running backs in the Houston area.
Blaylock, as Carl said, comes into the game as one of the leading rushers.
13 touchdowns on the year, 5.7 yard average, 820 yards for Torrey Blaylock.
We've got Lee in motion. Now hand off to Blaylock on the left side. Cuts up to about the 48. Tackled on the play by Dixon. Picks up 3, second down. Atascocita has a 5-man front, 3 receivers, 1 in the slot is Montgomery. He lines up as a running back / receiver. So here's the snap in the shotgun, hands off to Blaylock. Gets about 2 yards, tackled by Fields. Third down, let's call it 6, 7. The little marker's working tonight, Carl.
Yeah, they got the better changed on it.
So their leading receiver is Gill, and he has 671 yards with 31 catches. So look for him.
Blaylock in motion.
Empty backfield, got plenty of time. Now he's scrambling, throws it to the coaching staff. That's what we saw a lot last year on third down.
That's exactly what we saw.
Mr. Cross dialed it up, sent in 6 guys, and he can't sit there and look more than 3 seconds and gets rid of the ball. So
Ian Ratliff in for his first punt of the night. Ratliff, the leading punter at 21-6A, averaging 40.5 yards per punt.
That's all right. He's punting to the number 1 punt returner.
Ratliff has the wind at his back.
Mr. Jackson, so he better get it to him high. Great kick. Jackson lets it bounce. Bounces towards the Atascocita bench. Brought down about the 17-yard line.
That's the 7th time Ratliff's down the punt inside the 20-yard line.
So North Shore starting with its second possession. I want to remind you that if you're looking for a great steakhouse, there's one right in North Shore called Longhorn Steakhouse. It's right on Beltway 8 and Wallaceville. They make steaks like they're supposed to be made. Longhorn Steakhouse. Amador in the shotgun. Hands off, I believe that's to Johnson. He's going nowhere, Carl. Johnson coming in, averaging about 9 yards a carry. So far, average 0. He lost 2 the first time and 1 or 2 there.
Comes in with 11 touchdowns, 575 yards.
And Atascocita appears to be playing a 3-4 box. Actually, they're playing a 3-3-5. Amador swings out, hits his tight end, Caleb Thomas, picks up about 5 yards, going to bring up third down. 8:27 left here in the first quarter, your score 0-0. North Shore having its second possession, now it's third and let's call it 3. Let's see what Mr. Gaston dials up here. Amador hands off. Straight up the middle, that's Johnson. He looks like it's good for a first down all the way to the 30, picks up 4. So North Shore gets the first down of the evening with 8:02 left in the first quarter. And the crowd's still coming in, Carl.
Yeah.
Look at them off of Will Clayton Parkway trying to get in here to the stadium. This game's been talked about for a long time. Amador flushed. He's got to get rid of it. He's got a running room at the 30, 40, 45, knocked out of bounds. Late hit. No flags. Amador picks up about 17 yards on a scramble.
Before he's forced out of bounds by number 10, number 2.
Amador, 38 carries for 412 yards on the season, 8 touchdowns. He has gotten better as a passer for sure.
Yeah, very efficient passer and making good decisions.
Yeah, only 1 interception, 8 touchdowns. Here's Johnson on a sweep, and he's battling, gets about 5 yards inside of the Eagle territory to about the 49-yard line. Rashard Johnson. North Shore had a 6-man front, now takes 1 man out.
Picks up 4, second and 6.
They have 3 receivers on the left side. The ball's on the right hash mark, going from left to right on your computer screen. If you're watching it on Texan Live, on the right hash mark. Here's Amador, got plenty of time, looking in the middle, overthrows his guy. He had a man wide open, was Barnes, around the 30-yard line and just overthrew the ball. It's going to bring up 3rd down and let's call it 6. He had a wide open receiver there and maybe just a little too amped up.
Does that sound like you?
3rd down.
Call it 5.
On top of that, the junior class of 2024.
Both these teams can go get it when the quarterbacks are facing 3rd and long. Atascocita showing blitz. Amador keeps, gets forward, battling. He might get close to the first down. He's very close, Carl.
Could be right at the mark.
Had to make it. Looks like they're going to give him another first down rushing for Amador.
5-yard pickup. Amador now 4 carries already for 20.
They moved the sticks, but they put the ball short of where the line to gain was. So, yeah, a while ago he had to get inside to the 44, and he's just not quite there. Empty backfield, 5 men. Amador got to get rid of it fast. Throws it out to Barnes. Got some blockers. Eludes one guy, but gets great tackle. Initially contacted there by great defense on Jadon Ducos.
Picks up 1.
Leading tackle for the Eagles, 85 tackles, and he was all over that play. Great defense by the Eagles. 2nd down and 9. And Atascocita, who's lost 4 straight, want to end that drought tonight, and they are pumped up here in their home field. Here's Johnson, rolls to the left, and they fumble. Let's see what happens.
The Eagles are so excited.
So
Eagles come up with it.
Keyshawn Parker as Johnson fumbles. And we said coming into the game it's going to be all about turnovers. North Shore a +12 and Atascocita a +11 on turnovers. They lead their districts in turnovers. And there's the first one of the game. And Atascocita gets the ball back right about where they started their first drive, the 43-yard line. Big break for the Eagles. North Shore had 3 first downs. Now they put Blaylock in motion, got 5 receivers, got a little holding there. They didn't call it, going deep down the sidelines.
Second 10 for the Eagles.
The left defensive end, Nathaniel Kibble, had a nice piece of the jersey as Coles was trying to come around and get the quarterback, and no flag.
I think Kibbles was getting some bits on that one.
He was grabbing more than a little bit, but it was on the left side and no flags. 2nd down and 10 is a toss pass to Blaylock, And he's going to be run out of bounds. There's a penalty, 3 penalty markers, so might have been a face mask. There was no blocker there, so my guess is some type of personal foul, but let's see what happened here. He only picked up 3.
Face mask on the defense, number 10. 15-yard penalty, first down.
So that was Jarvan Coles. Gets their first down of the evening on a penalty. Going to take the ball all the way to North Shore's 39-yard line.
Picks up 3 and a 15-yard face mask penalty.
Big penalty against the Mustangs. Let's see if the Eagles can jump on that break of a 15-yard first down after a 2-yard gain. Here's Brown looking to his right. Now he's looking left. He's chased out, moves over to his left, still rolling, got a man open, and that could have been caught, or it could have been intercepted by Evan Jackson. He was trying to throw to Cameron Phoenix, but it's hard to run to your left and throw across your body and be accurate.
It definitely is. Up front for the Eagles, Sally at left tackle, Simmons the center, right guard Garza, Kunshak the left guard, and Kibble the right tackle for the Atascocita Eagles.
Zion Brown comes into the game 1,778 yards, 21 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. He's really grown up. He's a junior. We've been watching him for a couple of years. Brown looking deep, got a man. I don't see any flags. You always seem to think when they go deep. North Shore had Anderson back and had double coverage.
Incomplete pass.
So we had a overthrown ball, incomplete pass, 3rd down and 10.
Mustangs starting up front on defense. Nichols, Brooks, Fields, and Jalen Joseph. Linebackers, DeColes, Dixon, and Germany.
5:28 left in the first quarter, no score. Atascocita, after a turnover, trying to capitalize, rolling to his left. Now he's got a man. Incomplete pass, but knocked away at the last minute was Coles. 4th down.
Zion Brown now 0-5 passing.
He was going to Darryl Gill, 671 yards, 10 touchdowns on the season. 4th down.
Ian Ratliff back in for his second punt.
Evan Jackson standing around the 10. As Carl said, he's already put several balls inside the 20. Looking for another one.
7 times inside the 20 this season.
North Shore overcame a penalty and the fumble. Eagles needed to capitalize. There's a drop ball, and he's going to be tackled. The punter went to kick it, and it fell out of his hand, and it was tackled by Javon Anderson. It was not blocked. It appeared to be a good snap. I don't know exactly what happened to Ratliff, but he went to kick the ball, Carl, and he dropped it.
And doesn't get credit for a punt. That's a 11-yard loss back to midfield.
Does it go over as a turnover on downs?
He recovered it. Turnover on downs. He didn't ever get to punt it.
Got a timeout.
So we have a timeout on the field. 5 minutes and 14 seconds. There's no score. You're listening to Legacy Sports Network. We'll be right back.
The heart. It's what moves us, keeps us growing strong. And at Texas Children's Heart Center, they've been #1 in the nation at treating hearts like mine for 5 years in a row. From the most common diseases to the most complex, they're always looking for new ways to keep our hearts healthy, using genetic testing, AI predictive programs, and minimally invasive procedures. The expert team of physicians help families stay healthy by never missing a beat.
Here's a handoff to Hardiman. Again, taking a loss. Great tackle on the play by Contreras.
Loses 2 yards on his first carry.
That's 3 times in the game that North Shore has handed the ball off. Defense has had great penetration. You don't see tackles for loss very much on running plays by North Shore, but you have tonight. Great defensive effort by the Eagles, and like I said, they're only playing 3 men up front. Now they're showing 4. Hardiman to the left side. Get a lane. 40. He's to the 30. Got one man to beat. Down to the 20. Cuts back to the left. Down to the 11-yard line is Hardiman. Didn't look like he had much running room, but with all that speed and elusiveness that he has, he got down into Atascocita territory. And Carl, that was a great run.
37-yard run to the 11-yard line. Fourth first down for the Mustangs.
So it's first
and goal to 11-yard line.
Well, it's 11, so they can still pick up a first down. Here is Hardiman trying to do the same thing, and that's shut down.
Eagles push the ball.
Tackled on the play by Ducos. No gain.
Actually, looks like he's going to lose one. Second and 11.
They can get down between the 2 and the 1 yard line, pick up a first down. It's 2nd and 12. So that's 4 times, Carl, we've seen first down runs go for losses. Low snap, hands off to Hardiman in the middle. He gets nothing. He gets back maybe to the 10-yard line, maybe a 2-yard gain.
Time and score.
Third down, 10, let's call it. 3:34 left in the first quarter. 0-0 is your score. North Shore, after a botched snap on a punt, got the ball at the 50. Marched down here to the 11-yard line. Have not been able to move forward past that.
3rd and 10 for Mustangs.
Big play here. A pitch at the last minute to Hardiman. Cuts back. Only going to pick up about 5 yards.
Quick flip goes to Hardiman.
So that's going to be 4th down. You almost got to take the points here, don't you?
The field goal team's on the field. Dominguez coming out. They go to the 6-yard line. 5-yard pickup for Hardiman.
Should be about a 23-yard field goal attempt by Dominguez. I think points are going to be hard to come by tonight.
23-yard field goal.
So
left hash.
Here's the snap, the kick. It's up. Both referees raise their hand in the air, so it's a 23-yard field goal by Gutierrez.
2:31 left.
3-0 North Shore. You're listening to Legacy Sports Network. We'll be right back.
It's time to order your Ford and get 2.9% financing at your Texas Ford dealer. The summer supercharged sales event is here. So stop by your Ford dealer today and lock in this low rate on select Ford vehicles. Then discover how Ford can take your summer to a whole new level. Order F-150 with 2.9 financing for 60 months plus $500 cash plus complimentary maintenance at your best in Texas Ford dealer.
35-year career in public service that began as a Houston police officer. Commissioner Garcia is committed to engaging, educating, and empowering Houston Precinct 2 residents. He will work hard every day to honor the trust placed in him by the voters who elected him and the residents he serves. Political ad, Adrian Garcia Campaign.
Rick Blunt, Carl Thies back here at Turner Stadium. Athleticsdepartment.com provides our stats for us here at Legacy Sports Network. And Carl Thies, what do you got on that drive summary?
The North Shore Mustangs moved 34 yards in 5 plays. The drive stalls at the 16-yard line. Carlos Dominguez with a 23-yard field goal. North Shore now leads 3-0. 2:31 left in the first quarter.
So Dominguez to kick off. Atascocita anticipating he's kicking into the wind, a short kick. They don't have anybody past the 20-yard line. So here it is. He tries to kick it high, fielded at the 23, cuts back to his left, got a lane, gets all the way to the 30 to the 32-yard line. Great run by Kyron Lee. So Atascocita gets the ball basically in their worst field position, still at their own 31-yard line. So the only first down, Carl, if I'm correct, was on a penalty.
On the face mask penalty.
So we know Atascocita is very, very explosive. Got a great quarterback, great running back with Blaylock, and
4 good receivers.
Defense has been stellar for the Mustangs so far, but the Eagles, they're tough. Here's a handoff to Blaylock. He cuts back to the right, was to the left. He's going to be hit and gained about 1 yard. Nice pursuit on the play by Devin Sanchez. Blaylock doing more east and west than he was north and south.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Blaylock now 4 carries for 7 yards.
2nd and 10, 2:01 left in the first quarter. North Shore leading 3-0 if you're just now turning in. 2nd down, Atascocita unable to complete a pass so far.
0 of 5 for Zion Brown.
So now there's 3 backs in the diamond formation. Hands off, no, he fakes it. Oh my goodness, it went right through the arms of Lee and almost into the arms of Mr. Coles. That brings up 3rd down. You know Cross is sending to the house, just like the defensive coordinator for Atascocita, Donaldson. They're not going to let these offenses have time when they're facing 3rd down.
They're going to dial that pressure up, make the quarterbacks get rid of the ball.
North Shore one-on-one coverage. They have 7 in the box, and I think they're going to send all 7. Atascocita has 3-man. Now they split out a receiver, telling somebody to get on him. Got a flag. That's probably going to be holding. Cranking up that arm, going deep. Got a man and just barely underthrew. He was trying to hit Darryl Gill. Let's see if they decline it. I think it's going to be holding.
It is holding. They're going to decline it.
Illegal shift on the offense. 2 people went in motion and didn't get both set. That penalty declined. 4th down.
Carl Brown threw that ball 60 yards in the air. Now he has a little wind behind him, but when he cranked it up.
Yeah, he's got a big arm. As the official said, illegal shift. Ratliff in for a 2nd punt. Last time Ratliff mishandled the snap for 11-yard loss.
Jackson standing around his 39-yard line. Last time he kicked it so high, he had no opportunity to return it. Well, actually, last time he mishandled the ball. Great kick, Jackson. Ball's going to go out of bounds around the 24-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. Right at the 24-yard line.
Ball goes out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
So North Shore has the ball now for their 4th possession. Usually by 4 possessions, we're have 21 points on the board or so.
That we do.
And the Atascocita Eagles have been stingy.
That punt goes 45 yards on the 2nd punt. 1:23 left in the first quarter. Still North Shore 3-0 over Atascocita.
So Amador, here's the snap. Hand off to Johnson. Choo-choo breaks free a little bit. Keeps going. Gets to about the 31-yard line. About a 7-yard carry by Rashard Choo-choo Johnson. I was told in the elevator they got another nickname Bo.
Baby Bo.
Baby Bo. So I said, well, y'all can call him Bo and I'll call him Choo Choo.
6-yard pickup.
So 2nd down and 4. Johnson again on the right side. Gets moving still. Gets about a yard, maybe 2 yards, and that's it. Tough sledding. Great defensive line by the Eagles.
Let's call it 3rd and 3 for the Mustangs.
Tackled on the play by Holden. And Atascocita showing a 3-3-5 defense. So I think they got a couple guys spying on Mr. Amador. They're only rushing 3. Every once in a while they rush 4. North Shore has 6 men up front. So Amador has time. Now they're showing a blitz. Here's a handoff. Picking his way through to about the 35. I think he's going to get a 1st down as Johnson. Let's see where they mark it.
His way through the middle, picking up 1st down yardage out to the 34-yard line.
So they gave him a 1st down. They're moving those markers fast. That's North Shore's 4th 1st down. That's the end of the first quarter. North Shore leading 3-0. You're listening to Legacy Sports Network. We'll be back after these commercials.
One more. One more.
One more, guys. One more. Set. Up.
Let's go. One more.
Hey, kid. Yeah, we'll take one more.
Oh, one more.
Of Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
At McCree Ford, we know you have a lot of choices on where to buy your next vehicle. We have spent over 70 years treating our customers like family, and our mission is still the same, to treat you with honesty, integrity, and respect. Come see us. There is no obligation to buy, and we can walk you through our transparent process. There are no surprises at the end. Plus, McCree Ford customers can take advantage of our free Loaners for Owners program. Come see why our customers say, McCree Ford, that's my dealer. Located on I-45 South, exit 19 in Dickinson, or shop McCreeford.com.
Welcome back to Turner Stadium. North Shore getting a first down. Start of the second quarter. 3 receivers split wide left. Now Barnes in motion coming across the center. He stops. Now he goes back to where he started. Amador looking left. Nobody in the backfield. Here's a man open, and that's Johnson, and that's Guillory, and he came back. He got forward progress.
Trying to pick up a block from Johnson.
To about 43-yard line, and then he came back and ends up only about a 4-yard gain.
Score.
Second down and 6. 11:36 left in the half. North Shore leading 3-0. Ball's on the left hash mark. Here's Johnson. Now he's reading the option, and Johnson only gets about a yard. I think Amador was trying to make up his mind whether he wanted to hand it to him or not.
He was reading that linebacker.
He is reading Mr. Samu. It's hard to read a 6'3", 375-pounder.
3rd and 2. Let's call it 3rd and 3 for the Mustangs. They're scrimmaging from their own 42-yard line. 10:50 remaining in the first half.
So North Shore looking to pick up their second first down on this drive. Amador looks to keep it, and I don't know. He's going to be about a yard short, I think. Amador looking to go through the hole.
Amador on the quarterback counter, met them on the 23.
I think he's about a yard short. They're lined up to go for it, and this would be a risky move on their part. Well, that's going to negate that. Here's Bryant.
False start on the offense, number 56. 5-yard penalty, replay 4th down.
I think they were going to run a play there, Carl.
I definitely think they were. North Shore second penalty for 20 yards.
And I think Gaston had dialed up something there.
Evan Jackson in for the first Mustang punt.
Actually, he punted the first possession.
Stand corrected.
He, remember, it was a low
32-yard punt.
Low line drive type punt, just like that one. Bounces. He's going to have to let it. I think that would have gone forward a little bit, but kneeled down about the 17-yard line.
And the Eagles will start their first.
Want to remind you, if you're looking for any needs for your family during a crisis, call Lockwood Funeral Home on Lockwood Road. They can help you with all your funeral needs. We thank them for being a part of the North Shore Mustang family. Lockwood Funeral Home. So 9:39 left. Remind you that Atascocita deferred. They get the ball back to start the second half. So they can put some points on the board. They can maybe get some separation here. So here's a keeper. He's got some running room to the 30. Cuts upfield to the 40. That's Brown all the way to the 42-yard line. He had
24-yard pickup.
278 yards rushing, averaging 6 yards a carry. Picks up a big first down. Their first down without the aid of a penalty. And that was a big run by Zion Brown.
24-yard pickup to the 42-yard line.
Completely caught North Shore off guard there. He doesn't run it a lot, Carl. 44 times this year. So there's a snap. He's looking to his left. Happy feet, goes and cranks. And that's a great defensive move by Jacoby Davis as he goes over the top and knocks the ball out. He's got every right to the ball just as much as the receiver.
Mustang's done a very good job in the secondary. Zion Brown now 0 of 8 passing, comes in the ball game, the district's leading passer with 1778 yards passing.
He cranks that right arm and he just lets it go, doesn't he?
He's effortless.
He just threw that ball 30, 40 yards downfield, no problem. 2nd and 10, 8:55 left in the half. North Shore Mustangs leading 3-0. Atascocita wanting to put some points on the board. Puts a man in motion, that's Lee. Brown looking to his right now, he's got a man in his face, overthrows his intended receiver, which is again Lee.
Threw it over on the track.
Hasn't thrown it to Cordova very much. And we haven't seen him throw it to Cameron Glenn either. So
threw it to one of the camera guys on the sideline.
Yeah, he did. His favorite receiver is Gill, and he just can't get anything going so far.
3rd and 10.
You know North Shore's bringing the house here. Atascocita has 3 receivers split wide left. Now here's a back in motion, looking over here real quick. There's a little hold. And saw some jersey being pulled, but he got away, and a great tackle on the play by Cameron Welch in Germany. So they're going to have to punt again.
Slaughter with the catch. Picks up 4.
Back deep, number 3, Evan Jackson.
So the defense of the Mustangs been very stingy, along with the defense of the Eagles. Neither one of these offensive have cranked up yet. They're both explosive.
Slaughter in for his 3rd punt.
He fumbles it again. Oh, he gets hammered. And the ball was blocked. They ran into him. Surprised they didn't have targeting. They don't have targeting, but...
Come enjoy the heart of Katy, Texas, one of the most delightful cities in the Lone Star State. The best part? It's a short drive from Houston and minutes from the Energy Corridor. With places to stay and places to play. Anything you'd like to eat, and an old town charm that can't be beat. Activities and fun for the entire family. Enjoy the best of both worlds in the City of Champions, Katy, Texas. For more information, go to cityofkaty.com.
In Texas, the future belongs to everyone, so we built the truck of the future for everyone. Ford F-150, the official truck of the Coastal Conservation Association Texas Star. Built to work hard and smart, because the truck of the future isn't built for a few, it's built for Texas. Join CCA now during the Star Tournament. The first 5 members to net a tagged redfish win a 2022 Ford F-150, plus a Haney Boat, Mercury Motor, and Coastline Trailer Package. Register today at startournament.org.
Let's take a break.
The heart. It's what moves us, keeps us growing strong. And at Texas Children's Heart Center, they've been #1 in the nation at treating hearts like mine for 5 years in a row. From the most common diseases to the most complex, they're always looking for new ways to keep our hearts healthy. Using genetic testing, AI predictive programs, and minimally invasive procedures. The expert team of physicians help families stay healthy by never missing a beat.
It's time to order your Ford and get 2.9% financing at your Texas Ford dealer. The summer supercharged sales event is here. So stop by your Ford dealer today and lock in this low rate on select Ford vehicles. Then discover how Ford can take your summer to a whole new level. Order F-150 with 2.9 financing for 60 months plus $500 cash plus complimentary maintenance at your Best in Texas Ford dealer.
Welcome back to Turner Stadium. So North Shore who gets the ball back after a blocked punt. And North Shore gets the ball back around the 27?
Yes.
Of Atascocita. Biggest break defensively for the Mustangs as they blocked that punt. Really, they didn't block it. They never snapped it because he was a live ball carrier, and they just tackled him.
They tackled him.
And they had every right to tackle him. Here's a handoff to Hardiman. Hardiman gets tackled by Ducos after about a 4-yard pickup, and there's a little chippiness on the field after that hit by the Mustangs on the punt return. Or the punt, and the crowd's fired up, and after that big hit by Ducos, the fans liked it. So here is another handoff by Johnson. He gets tackled again for a loss. He gets tackled by Holden.
Pulled down by.
We haven't seen a defense like this from the Eagles in a long time, Carl. They look great.
No gain back to the 23-yard line, 3rd and 6.
3-man front. The ball spotted on the 24-yard line.
7 minutes left in the second quarter.
Be a 40-yard punt, field goal, so they need to pick up some yardage here. Here's a handoff now. He's going to keep running it. Touchdown, Dave Amador is going to be about 4 yards short. It looked like Amador wanted to pass it. Nobody opened, and so he kept it, and he ran out of bounds. He ran out of real estate. So what's Gaston going to do here?
Looks like there was a flag on the play.
Oh, okay.
And it's short.
So let's see if they decline it.
Personal foul, blindside block. On the offense, number 2, 15-yard penalty, replay 3rd down.
They'll walk them off 15.
Yeah, they're going to
third penalty for 35.
Take them way out of field goal range. Which, you know, if you're Atascocita, that sounds good, but you're going to give North Shore 2 opportunities here to throw the ball. It's going to come all the way. That's a big penalty.
15-yard penalty should take it back to the 38-yard line. Did it correctly.
So it's 3rd down and forever, 21. So here's a handoff. Nope, Amador's looking. Got a man open over here at Gilry at about the 25-yard line. Tackled on the play by Dorsey Abram.
Going to get up to the 26-yard line, 12-yard pickup.
So that is 9. A 43-yard field goal.
That's out of his range, even with the wind.
He's got the wind behind him. And I think Dominguez is the longer field goal kicker, so they're really in that in-between territory, so they need 4th and 9, and they're going for it. You can hear the crowd defense. Amador looking, flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He ain't going nowhere. They are all over Amador all night long. So he's going to be well short, picks up 2 yards, and they're going to do a turnover and downs. And that big penalty really killed him there.
It definitely did. 5:57 left to the half. Still North Shore 3-0.
Atascocita, after the blocked field goal, or blocked kick, which they've had 2 issues, and allowed no points.
Yep. Great defensive stand. Atasco will scrimmage from the 24-yard line.
You got to give it to both of these defenses tonight. Outstanding. And these are 2 really good, talented offensive teams.
1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Blaylock. He's going nowhere. Tackled on the play by Joseph. He might have lost a yard.
Giving it back to the did give him back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, 10. 5:33 left in the half. North Shore leading by a margin of 3-0. That's it. Look, here's Brown looking. He's scrambling. Cut up the middle. He's got some running room. And he slides down around the 30.
Looks like Altuve on that one.
Quite sure why he slid, but
I saw that punter get hit. He didn't want none of that.
I guess he didn't. It looked like he had a little running room there left. But
3rd and 6 for the Eagles.
So they need to get to the 34, and the ball's on the 29, so they need 5 yards. How many first downs does Atascocita have?
They have 2.
Yeah, one was a penalty.
Yes.
Not very much offense. It won't take you long to do the numbers. So here's a handoff. No, Brown kept it, and it looks like he got the first down.
Around the left side, brought down by Evan Jackson.
Right at the mark.
It looks like Evan Jackson got him, but I think he picked up the first down all the way to 35.
Picks up 6.
They still have all 3 of their timeouts. Both teams, North Shore used 1 timeout earlier.
Brown 3 carries for 34 yards.
Ball on the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. 4:17 left in the half. 3-0 Mustangs.
Brown now 1 of 10 passing for 4 yards.
Brown puts a man in motion. That's Lee. He rolls to his left, and they got a man.
It's got a yikes.
Yeah, a yikes. And he's got a man that he's trying to force the ball into. I'll tell you, Mr. Ryan Nichols was after him, and Mr. Nichols has a little speed. And
he was putting the heat on Brown big time on that one there.
Brown was kind of wondering who was blocking him.
Yeah,
nobody.
Nobody. he came. He didn't even run through a matador. He didn't run through anybody.
I think he got olayed there by his offensive lineman. Brown under shotgun, got 3 men on his right, 1 left. Atascocita showing 5 men offensive front. North Shore has 4 rushing. Brown looking. I don't know what happened there. He looked like he was going to throw it to the left side to Troy Blaylock.
And they had a little miscommunication between the wide receiver and Blaylock, the running back, and he didn't throw it at either one of them. Threw it ahead of them. So
yeah. Brown now 1 of 12.
You can tell Brown has some happy feet.
He's going to get
some happy feet on this play. They've got 6 men with a receiver tucked in because they know they're going to get some traffic here. So North Shore looking. He's got a man deep. How he caught that ball, I have no idea.
45-yard pickup to the Mustang 20-yard line. 4th first down for the Eagles.
It's a huge first down. Great pass by Zion Brown. And an even better catch. You can see why. It's a great catch. Here's a handoff straight up the middle. Gets about 5 yards is Blaylock.
Goes to Troy Blaylock. Blaylock picks up about 5.
2nd and 5 for the Eagles.
3:10 left in the half. North Shore leading 3-0, but the Eagles knocking on the door, and the Eagles get the ball to start the second half. And what a momentum shift if they can put 7 points here, Carl, and get the ball to start the second half. 2nd down. Blaylock, keeper, and he's not going anywhere. He loses.
Zion Brown kept.
Well, maybe gains a yard. But Brown kept it, and he had 3 defensive men waiting on him. Stopped by Nichols. 3rd down and 5.
3rd down, 3rd and 5.
Atascocita brings in Glenn, one of the other receivers. So So then they had their 4 big receivers in. Blaylock's in the backfield. They only have 5 men up front. Let's see what North Shore does here. They're going to put a spy on Brown, I bet. Here's Brown throwing to his left. Looked like it was a good pass. Threw it over here to Lee. It looked like it was good for a first. Great coverage by Lee. 4th down. Did they give him a first?
First down.
Yep, they gave him a first.
First down and goal.
So that was a great catch by Lee. So first and goal for the Eagles. 1:47 left. They have all 3 timeouts. One man in the backfield is Blaylock. They hand to Blaylock on the right side. He loses 2 yards. Great tackle by Jacoby Davis.
Handoff stopped there by number 5, Jacoby Davis.
Loses 2.
So it's 2nd and goal from the 12. You just have a feeling that Atascocita is going to go to Mr. Gill. He's got a great height advantage over Jacoby Davis. Jacoby Davis 5'11", Gill 6'3".
Receivers are very talented and very tall.
Rolling to his right, looking deep in the end zone. Got a man. Anderson had coverage. He was going to Corey Ryan Lee. He had all kind of time there. 3rd down. Big 3rd down for the Mustangs and bigger 3rd down for the Eagles.
3rd down and goal. Eagles are scrimmaging from the North Shore 12-yard line.
Eagles don't want 3 points here. They want 7.
They don't. 54 seconds left in the first half.
This first half has flown by. Exceptional football game. Now they're bringing in Flynn, subbing out. They have 4 receivers. We'll see if Mustangs blitz. They are. He got hit. There's going to be a flag. Can you believe that? Right in the end zone, holding. I got a feeling.
We got a flag. Let's check it.
Single coverage. One official. Score. Calls it on the sophomore, Devin Sanchez. So that's going to, with 49 seconds, the Mustangs.
Pass interference on a defense. Number 6 in the end zone. The ball is placed at the 2-yard line. First down.
That's just a huge penalty. I mean, it's hard to, one-on-one coverage. I didn't see anything there that was a defensive pass interference, but obviously I'm not on the field. If you're an Eagle fan, you're thrilled to death. If you're a Mustang fan, you're not happy. But either way, it's a pass interference. Ball spotted on the 2-yard line now.
49 seconds left. First and goal. 6th first down for the Eagles.
Huge penalty against the Mustangs. Kyron Here's an end around.
Second effort.
Touchdown tackle by Evan Jackson. That's Kyron Lee with a 2-yard touchdown run by Kyron Lee. The crowd erupts after a penalty against the Mustangs. Gives Atascocita, after they would have failed on the third down, gives them the break of the game down to the 2-yard line. You hate to see games decided on stuff like that, but it's football. They get the ball down at the 2-yard line, and Lee, after a great effort, breaks a tackle by Evan Jackson for a 2-yard touchdown.
Yusuf Abraham in for the extra point kick.
Kick is up and good. With 44 seconds left, your score, the Eagles 7, the Mustangs 3. You're listening to Legacy Sports Network.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave this song surprisingly great lyrics.
Here we go. It's so cheap. Yeah, got a great rate on the down low. 'Cause Jake isn't your average Joe. Hard to believe. Yeah, nobody does it like State Farm do. Never knew the rates were this low. Oh, they ain't that steep.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you
Welcome back to Turner Stadium in Humble, Texas. We need a drive summary from athleticsdepartment.com on that 75-yard Atascocita drive, aided by a pass interference.
Two penalties, two huge penalties on the Mustangs. The Eagles go 75 yards in 13 plays, take 5:13 on the clock. Kyron Lee with the reverse from 2 yards. Ibrahim with the kick. Atasco leads, first lead of the game, 7-3. Again, 44 seconds left in the first half.
Great effort by Lee on that end around. Nothing against him at all. Ball's fielded at the 30 by Anderson. So North Shore gets the ball on their own 30, 44 seconds left in the half, trailing 7-3. You hate to see games of these magnitudes be controversial, but
actually moving it up to the 31.
North Shore needs to try to get some points on the board with 42 seconds left. All three people shift. Let's see if they stop. They do. Empty backfield. Throws over here on the sideline to Barnes, trying to break that. Let Barnes go, let him loose, and
Pass is caught by number 2.
they've seen that on film.
Picks up 1.
So they brought two receivers to the right, trying to free Barnes, who we've seen go for 75 yards several times, tackled after a 1-yard gain. So second down, 16 seconds left, clock's running. North Shore might be satisfied just to go in trailing 7-3. Amador keeps the ball, gets free, going to go out of bounds. And he hit late. Let's see a flag there. Well, they're not going to call a flag there when he was hit 5 yards out of bounds.
Picks up first down yardage.
Guess they don't have the same side judge working on that side.
Amador picks up 8.
With that
3rd and 1.
Got a 3rd and 1.
4 seconds left in the first half.
North Shore looks like they're going to be content here. They're in a formation to just down the ball. Hands off to Barnes.
With that play there
First
in the
down,
first
that's
half, your Eagles 7, Mustangs 3.
So that's going to be the end of your first half. With the Atascocita Eagles leading the North Shore Mustangs 7-3. Atascocita only loss this year against the Katy Tigers, looking to whoop the Mustangs here on senior night at Turner Stadium. You're listening to Legacy Sports Network. We'll be back with some of the bands. We'll have some statistics, and we'll have a recap, and we'll be back on Legacy Sports Network. It just turns on the jets and outruns most of the Mustangs.
64-yard return all the way down to the Mustang 17-yard line.
And if you want to slap somebody in the face, that's a good way to start, Carl.
That's exactly right.
1st and 10. Blaylock, who's got some oxygen in there. That was good coverage as he's throwing a good pass to Cameron Glenn.
Zion Brown now 3 of 18 passing.
Now that time, Devin Sanchez never turned around. That you might call a pass interference on. Unlike the one that was called down by the side judge down here, where there was no pass interference. That one could have been because he face guarded him. But nonetheless, it's 2nd down and 10. Here's a handoff straight up the middle, and he's going to get close to the 1st down is Blaylock. Blaylock picks up 9. How many yards did Blaylock have rushing the whole first half?
Blaylock had 7 carries for 10 yards.
Yeah, and he got 8 on that carry right there. They have really done a good job on him. 3rd down and 2. They need to get to about the 8-yard line. Shotgun formation. Blaylock hands off straight up the middle. He maybe got a 1st down. I think he's short about a yard.
It's going to be 4th and 1.
So it's 4th and 1 with 11:03. The score is still 7-3 Eagles. They're still short about a yard. Let's see what Atascocita does here. They're going to go for it.
On jumbo.
They're going to bring in their big guys.
Tight end and a fullback.
North Shore brings in another defensive back up front. So this is a big play here. Let's see if they run it.
4th and 1.
Timeout, Atascocita. That's their first timeout of the half.
They're going to call a timeout on the field.
Do a local
score
read.
Is Atascocita Eagles 7, North Shore 3.
One more.
One more.
More guys with more. Set, up.
Let's go, one more.
Hey, kid. Yeah, we'll take one more.
Oh, one more.
If you can support them by the things they do in the community, please do by giving a donation. And thank you to North Shore Rotary. 4th down, 1 yard. Let's see what they do. Probably a sneak. It is a sneak, and they're going to just push him forward.
Brown's going to get the 1st down.
Brown's still going. Gets down to the 5.
Picks up 3 yards.
So they just basically got behind him and started pushing. That's hard to stop, right?
No, it really is.
You know, unless you got a 375-pound defensive lineman, it's hard to stop 5 men up front pushing and 3 in the back pushing the running back. And that's exactly what took place there. So 1st and goal to go inside around the 5-yard line. Here's Brown in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Bad snap. Ball's on the ground. He drops it. And good thing that his running back came back because Brown missed it. Blaylock came back and got it.
3rd fumble by the Eagles.
Jarvan Coles fell on him, and that was a big mistake at this point for the Eagles as they were knocking on the door. 1st and goal to go from the 5. Now it's 1st and goal from the 19.
Lost 14 yards. 2nd and goal, as Rick said, at the 19-yard line.
Both these teams offensively, Carl, have been shooting themselves in the foot.
They really
Atascocita's had more mistakes. They've had 2 botched punts
snaps,
and they've had 2 fumbles, and they've given up 3 points. So give them credit on defense because they've done a great job managing their mistakes. Here's a flyer down the sideline. No pass interference there. I kept looking for our side judge. Pull one out of his pocket down there, but it's not 3rd and goal yet, so he's saving it.
It is 3rd and goal now.
It is now. 3rd down. Ball's on the 19.
It'll bring up a 3rd and goal.
9:16 left in your third quarter. North Shore down 7-3. Atascocita, after a huge kickoff return by Blaylock. So here's third down. There's a pass rush, and he's being rushing for his life. There's a block in the back, and they didn't call it. Somehow, that's some of the worst officiating I've ever seen right there. He was clearly knocked off behind the back, gets away because of the block, and throws to a man in the end zone, Slaughter, for about a 40-yard touchdown. It's not going to go for that, but
it's going to go for 19 yards. But as Rick said, he retreated back to his 40-yard line.
So you got to give credit to Zion Brown. He didn't do anything wrong, but he had a cutback block that knocked the defender from behind, and nobody threw a flag. The kick is no good. 13-3 is your score with 9:04 left here in the third quarter.
13-3 who?
13-3 in the Eagles. And we'll be right back. And Coach K is livid on the sidelines, and I mean livid.
What makes Longhorn steak so legendary? Some say it's our flavor-packed signature seasonings. Some say it's how we pair them with our juicy, tender steaks.
Bad call.
Just say,
wow.
Hurry in tonight for Longhorn's legendary flavors. Our new limited-time blackened salmon with our smoky 18-ounce outlaw ribeye and our rich and savory flows filet. That's how steak is done. Longhorn Steakhouse.
Try to describe it as best you can, Rick.
Oh, you got a drive summary there.
The Eagles will go 83 yards in 7 plays. The touchdown, Claude Slaughter, officially 19-yard pass from Zion Brown. They missed the extra point. The score now, Atasco 13, North Shore 3, 9:04 left in the third quarter.
So here's the kickoff. Caught around the 20. Goes forward to 25, gets break, that's Barnes, gets out to the 38-yard line. And Carl, I got to just tell you, I've been watching North Shore football for 40 years, 35 years. I've never seen Coach K go out on the field all the way down to the 5-yard line to address the head umpire on a horrible non-call that was obvious to everybody who was here.
He was not, he wasn't worried about penalizing them because they were not going to add to the insult to that injury.
Yeah, so here's Johnson, gets about 3 yards. So, as Carl said, Atascocita, no penalties. North Shore out the kazoo with penalties. And one no call.
3-yard pickup.
So North Shore in a deficit of 10 points at Turner Stadium. And they just got to get their composure together and withstand.
A lot of time left in the third quarter.
It most certainly is. So here's Amador. He keeps the ball, breaks free to the 50. He's loose to the 45, tracked down from behind to the 40. So that's Amador's one of his best runs tonight.
He has Carl's 115-yard gain in the first half. He's going to run down to the 37-yard line.
Carl said lots of time. 13-3.
21-yard pickup. 7th first down for the Mustangs.
So here's a first down. Amador looking. Got some time. Got a man open. That's Barnes. Just a little overthrown. Barnes had gotten behind the defense.
Amador now 5 of 8 passing.
He had 2 defensive backs back there. Barnes had gotten behind him, and he just couldn't complete the pass. But that's just a little bit off his fingertips there, Carl.
Definitely was. So
now they have 3 receivers split wide left. Johnson gets the ball, Comes across, breaks free to the 28-yard line, close to the first down. Let's see where they mark it.
Looks like it's going to be just short.
3rd down and 1. Actually, he only has to get to the 38. The ball's almost touching the 38. I just think you ought to line up for a quarterback sneak and get 6 guys behind your quarterback and push them. So here's Hardiman. Breaks free up the middle, gets the first down, picks up about 7 yards. Hardiman on the first down. So North Shore trying to recover from the big kickoff return and the 19-yard touchdown pass, even though it was about a 40-yard touchdown pass to the back of the end zone to Slaughter. You got to give Brown credit. He kept moving and escaped, and he made a great play. Hardiman on the play, second down, 7:02 left. North Shore, let's see what they're calling here. So it's no gain. 2nd down and 10, 6:50 left in the 3rd quarter. The Eagles 13, North Shore Mustangs 3. 2nd down and 9. Here's Johnson, and he doesn't go nowhere. Samu got him. When Samu gets you, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, he put the alligator chomp on him that time.
Tuamora Pepe, 6'3", 375, and that's being nice.
Loses 2.
Just wrapped his arms around Choo-Choo and took him off the track and derailed him. 3rd down, North Shore doesn't need 3 points. They need 7 here. 3 receivers to the left.
3rd and 11.
Here's a man in motion. Comes back into the backfield. Amador keeps it, and he's going nowhere. He gets hammered after about a 3-yard gain. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Number 10, Deion Campbell, along with Jaden Ducro.
So the ball's going to be spotted at the 21.
3-yard pickup.
He's going to come in for a field goal, about 37-yarder. 28 yards on the 28, so it'll be a 38-yard field goal by Dominguez. I think that's in his range with the wind.
Right hash.
Here's the snap. Good snap. Ball's low. It's not going to be good. Not even close. Missed field goal. It's 13-3 in favor of the Eagles. I want to remind you that please go to Facebook and like us on LSN Sports. Go to LSN Sports. Click on the like button. We'd appreciate it. Any comments? Also, you can follow us on Twitter at legacysports.net. At legacysports.net. Send us a tweet. If nothing else, you can tell Gerald how much you like the music.
And the commercials.
And the commercials. Well, Carl, the Mustangs are in trouble.
Got to get stops.
They cannot get anything going on offense. And not that the Eagles have just been overpowering. They had the 80-yard. How long was that kickoff return by?
70, right at 70 yards.
Yeah, so then they got down to the 5-yard line, had a fumble, got knocked back down, and they had a 3rd down and goal from about the 19-yard line. And he was chased out of the pocket, rolled back almost to the 40-yard line. So he went back 20 yards. And right before the defensive man was going to tackle him, he got blindsided from a an offensive lineman, hit him right in the back in front of everybody. No flag. He throws it in the back of the end zone. Great catch and great throw for a touchdown. Here's a great pass. And they're looking for interference. Why not? Gill covered on the play by Jacoby Davis. Good coverage. There's a nice tight spiral. And Zion Brown can throw the ball. He's heaved it all over this football field tonight. Second down and 10.
Brown now 4 of 16 for 73 yards and 1 touchdown.
You got a feeling they're going for the jugular. Here's a handoff, and he gets tackled after about a yard. He got tackled by Joseph. He's actually going to lose 2 yards.
3rd and 11.
So 3rd down and 11. 4:57 left in the 3rd quarter.
Actually, 3rd and 12. They're spotting the ball at the 19-yard line.
North Shore brings in some more defensive backs. Now they got nobody over here covering. They need to call a timeout on defense. If they don't, so Brown's looking. He's got a man downfield. He heaves it. And when he starts heaving, I start thinking they're going to catch it. No flags, which is hard to believe. So he just heaved that down about 50 yards. That Mr. Brown has an arm on him.
He's got an arm on him.
Only a sophomore, junior.
4 of 17 passing.
He hasn't been real effective, but he's kind of been a magic worker tonight. 2 big pass plays, 40-yard one, and then another 40 that only went for 19. His 2 big plays tonight. They've had trouble here. Gets the punt away. Ball hits and goes backwards. And if you're the Eagles, all you're hoping for is you can actually get a punt off. That time they have Emmerich kicking the punts.
35-yard punt, no return.
Ratliff not punting. Ratliff was the punter that dropped the ball and turned into a slash running back and got ran over like a freight train.
4:18 left in the 3rd quarter. Still the Eagles 14, North Shore 3. Or excuse me, 13-3.
So they get the ball at the 45, throw over here to the 50, and gets a first down. I think that is to Cameron Smith.
Number 84, Cameron Smith.
So Smith, only his 6th catch of the year, picks up a first down for the Mustangs. 4:11 left in the 3rd quarter. The Eagles up 13-3 over the Mustangs. And Johnson gets a 3-yard carry, and the Eagles are fired up. Both their fans down here, it's loud. And for the first time in 4 meetings, the Eagles want to knock that number 1 spot right off the Mustangs' chest. And they are fired up tonight.
2nd and 9 for the Mustangs.
Holding on here. 2nd and 9. Amador cuts free. Thought he was going to get loose there. Picks up a rough 6 yards. He's had to work for everything he's rushed for tonight, hasn't he?
He definitely has. Picks up 4. 3rd and 5.
Down, and this is 2-down territory. If you're the Mustangs, 3:15 left in the 3rd quarter. The Eagles leading 13-3. 3rd down and 5. It's on the right hash mark, going from right to left on your computer screen. If you're watching it on Texan Live, you know where it's at. Here's Johnson trying to get to the 35. He's going to be short a yard. Samu had him.
Brought down again by number 7, D'Angelo Hayes.
And Hayes had him.
Going to be 4th and 3 for the Mustangs.
Tell you put those Samu, Tuamora Pepe in the middle. He can take care of 2 offensive linemen. If I'm Siobhan, I'm not wanting to see him again. So here's Amador. Here's an end around. They got a good play here. No, Amador keeps it. 30, 20, gets a block down to the 15, 10. Touchdown! Amador. Let's see if there's a flag.
I think Barnes would have had a touchdown on the near side if he handed it, and David Almer keeps it and scores a touchdown on the far side of the field. 36-yard touchdown for Dave Amador. On a 4th down play.
I agree. I thought he handed it off to Barnes. And I agree with you. Barnes was going to go untouched. But Amador went untouched.
Amador now 101 yards. Kick was blocked.
Kick is blocked. And then picked up by the holder and not going anywhere. And I believe that was blocked by guess who? Samu. And 2:15 left. 13-9 in favor of the Eagles. You're listening to the Legacy Sports Network. We'll be right back after this break.
Ready to ring in the new year with a bang? Top Dog.
Come enjoy the heart of Katy, Texas, one of the most delightful cities in the Lone Star State. The best part? It's a short drive from Houston and minutes from the Energy Corridor. With places to stay and places to play. Anything you'd like to eat, and an old town charm that can't be beat. Activities and fun for the entire family. Enjoy the best of both worlds in the City of Champions, Katy, Texas. For more information, go to cityofkaty.com.
Oh, welcome back to Legacy Sports Network. Your score, Atascocita Eagles 13, North Shore Mustangs 9. Athleticsdepartment.com. Carl Thies, you got a drive summary there?
The Mustangs go 54 yards in 5 plays. Touchdown Dave, 36-yard touchdown. Kick was blocked. Kick failed. Take 2:04 off the clock. Your score now, Atasco 13, North Shore Mustangs 9.
That's a big block because a field goal can't tie it. That ball is going to go out of bounds in Atascocita. That's a big mistake by the Mustangs. They get the ball back at the 35-yard line if they want it. That might make them kick it back off and
won't have a worse
see what Blaylock can do with it. If that's the case, I just scrub it. So Atasco looks like they're going to take it at the 35, Carl.
Kick ball out of bounds. 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
Going to make North Shore re-kick it. Fifth penalty for 50 yards on North Shore. The Eagles still have not been penalized.
Well, let's forget one penalty that wasn't called. So I'd have done that too. I'd just squib it. There's no way I'm putting it in Mr. Blaylock's hands. Kick it to Kyron Lee. Not that he can't run it back any better than Blaylock, but I'm not kicking it to Blaylock. That's like kicking it to Evan Jackson.
It's two great athletes there. Both those young men are going to be playing on Saturday soon.
They are going to kick it to him. That's kind of shocking. He breaks free up to about the 38-yard line, so they net gain 3 yards by having it kicked back over. You run the risk of having a penalty here. Blaylock a little shaken up. Comes off. I got two guys kind of hobbling. That wasn't Blaylock, sorry. Conley.
Zion Brown and the Eagles start their first and 10.
So the Eagles take over leading by 4 points. So the Mustangs would have to score a touchdown. They've only got one of those tonight. The Eagles come out with 6 offensive linemen. They've been playing with 5. Put a man in motion. That's Lee. Fake handoff to him.
Zion Brown
keeps it. Picks up about 4. Nice tackle by the cornerback, Coles, our linebacker. You had that feeling that Brown, if he wanted to keep it ever down, could pick up yards. He's so quick.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Second down and 6. The Eagles leading by 4. And 1:44 left.
Brown only a junior.
Yeah, he's gotten much better. There's a handoff up to the left side to Blaylock. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. 1:32 left. That's going to make it third down. Let's call it 5.
Here with that stop, number 95, Courtney Brooks.
Brooks on the tackle.
Kicking it back to the
So you got third down here. They're bringing in another long stringed receiver, Cameron Glenn. Glenn, 6 foot. So they got 2 receivers stacked up on both sides. Ball's on the left hash mark, about the 43-yard line. 3rd and 4. North Shore sending 5. Got a man over here, overthrew his receiver, almost picked off by Jacoby Davis. So the Mustangs did what they needed to do here. After getting the ball at the 38, Atascocita unable to pick up anything. So the Mustangs should get the ball back somewhere around the 20-yard line, 25-yard line.
Emmerich back into punt, his second punt.
Back deep, again, number 3, Evan Jackson.
Zachary Emmerich, senior.
Evan Jackson, the lone setback at his 25-yard line.
He does not kick it as high as Ratliff does. Good snap, good kick. Jackson's got a chance to catch it and run. Gets it at the 20, cuts back. Got a little zone there, gets up to about the 28-yard line. He looked like, I don't know, somebody on the dance floor like John Travolta with all those moves.
36-yard punt, 8-yard or 9-yard return for Evan Jackson.
So 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Got a 4-point game with the Eagles leading the Mustangs by 4.
Mustangs are scrimmage from their own 29-yard line.
Amador hands off straight off the middle. He didn't go anywhere. I think that's Hardiman. He got maybe a half a yard. Well, they gave him a yard and a half. 30 seconds left. They got to snap it one more time. Well, they haven't run the play clock yet. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Here's a quick pass out to the right. Gets free. And that's going to be Cameron Smith again. That's his second reception of the night. Got a first down for Cameron Smith. Quick toss by Amador. 12 seconds left. Mustangs trailing by 4, 13-9.
Picks up 11.
First down and 10 from the 42-yard line. 3 receivers split wide left, 1 right. Ball's on the right hash mark. Here's
last play of the third quarter.
Here's Amador. He's getting sacked. Tackled on the play by Himes.
That's the end of the third quarter.
That is a huge.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Loses 9 yards, 2nd and 19.
Take it back. Dorsey Abram on the sack. So that's the end of the third quarter. Atascocita Eagles 13, North Shore Mustangs 9. You're listening to Legacy Sports Network.
A 35-year career in public service that began as a Houston police officer. Commissioner Garcia is committed to engaging, educating, and empowering Houston Precinct 2 residents. He will work hard every day to honor the trust placed in him by the voters who elected him and the residents he serves. Political ad, Adrian Garcia Campaign.
Welcome back to Turner Stadium. Second down and about 20. Here's Amador, and he is going to come down with about a 2-yard loss. Let's see where they mark it. That didn't go anywhere.
Actually going to give him back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. 3rd and 19 for the Mustangs.
So he did get back, and you see our little yard sign on the Fritz again.
And number 10, Dion Campbell.
So after this drive started promising on the 29, North Shore going backwards after a sack. Brings up a huge third down. Amador looking. Got a man on the left, and that's Barnes. And he gets smacked down to about the 43-yard line, Christopher Barnes. So North Shore is going to have to punt.
Picks up 10.
What a football game, Carl.
It really is. Two great teams.
The Eagles trying to hold on here. Played great defensive football tonight. Take nothing away from the Eagles in their defense tonight. The Mustangs just can't get anything going, and most of that has to do with the defense of the Eagles. Here's Evan Jackson. Looked like he wanted to run it, but they had three guys sitting there waiting on him. So the ball bounces and then goes backwards in favor of the Eagles. So the ball is going to be down to about the 35-yard line. So there's 10:37 left in the game. Both teams have, actually North Shore has 3 timeouts. Atascocita used 1. Plenty of time. It's only a 4-point game, 13-9 in favor of the Eagles. So it's going to come down to execution.
23-yard Evan Jackson punt.
See if an offense can get started here. If you're the Eagles, you want to run some clock. You would like to put 7 points on the board and kind of shut the door on the Mustangs. If you're the Mustangs, you want them 3 and out here.
Eagles start from their own 35-yard line.
Here is Jackson keeping it. He throws over here on the left side to the 40, up to the 50. So that was a great play by Zion Brown as his back, Justin Montgomery, comes out of the backfield, does a little screen pass to him, and he was wide open for a big gain all the way to the 49-yard line.
14-yard pickup.
So that was a well-designed play by Joshua Stump, the offensive coordinator, son of Coach Craig Stump. That's kind of cool.
Eighth first down for the
So here's a breakaway by Blaylock for another 10. The offensive line of Atascocita wearing out the Mustangs right now.
Picks up 9.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 1 with a 9-yard pickup.
Some good sustained runs here, but you also had a great call bringing Montgomery out of the backfield. Montgomery's in the backfield right now with Blaylock, both in the T formation. So here is Brown in the shotgun, handing off to Blaylock, and Blaylock gets wrapped up and thrown down. That might be a penalty. They didn't like that. A little aggressive by Ryan Nichols. And if I was the official, I'd have thrown a penalty on him for picking him up and throwing him on the ground. And I certainly wouldn't be celebrating it. How about you?
That's exactly right. Blaylock loses 1.
I'm pretty shocked that wasn't penalized. He should have been. 3rd down and 1.
It's actually going to be 3rd and 2. Loses 1.
All right. We'll just split the difference here and say 1.5.
There you go, 1.5.
Yeah, I know you got to say 2, but
9:04 left.
3rd down. Here's the snap, handed off to Blaylock. He tries to cut left. He ain't going nowhere. He's going to lose a couple yards. No whistle. Now they finally whistle. And he had let the ball come out before they blew the whistle, but they hadn't stopped his forward progress. He loses yardage. And all in all, that was a great defensive stop by the Mustangs after it looked like Atascocita only needed a yard and failed two attempts.
4th and 3. Emmerich back into punt.
I don't think Atascocita would try anything here, but they might. Let's see if they got anything dialed up here. Or they're just going to punt the ball away and let their defense do their job. Here's the snap. Big rush. Jackson, he's going to have to do it on his own. Ball's going to go out of bounds somewhere around the 25-yard line. That's exactly where they're going to mark it. So North Shore.
31-yard punt. Out of bounds, no return.
North Shore gets the ball back at the 25. Want to remind you that maybe you're hungry. It's not too late to go down to Longhorn Steakhouse. Of course, you want to listen to the rest of the game before you go. But go down to Longhorn Steakhouse right there on Beltway 8 in Wallaceville, where steaks are made the way they're supposed to be. That's a great restaurant, great atmosphere, great ambiance. Go by Longhorn Steakhouse. Tell them Legacy Sports Network said hello. Johnson doesn't go anywhere. Just a swarming defense. I count 7 blue shirts. Johnson loses 5 yards. Depends on how many yards they want to give him. Look at that bad call. His forward progress was not 9 yards from the boundary.
2nd and 17.
If you're watching on Texan Live, he wasn't 8 yards in the backfield. His forward progress was stopped after about 4 yards. 2nd down and forever. Amador keeps it. Got a little running room. Cuts out to the 30. It goes out of bounds. I don't know if he got close to the first down. The marker over there ran. Let's see where they mark it.
2 yards short of the first down.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 2.
Picks up 15 yards. 3rd and 2.
Amador. They barely got their guy off. They got Barnes. They got their guy 5 yards off of Barnes. If I'm North Shore, I just throw it to Barnes and let him loose. Nope, here's a run by Johnson. He pulls forward for about 4 yards. Tough running for Richard tonight. He's earned every yard he's had tonight.
Picks up 4. 12th first down for the Mustangs.
He's gotten hit more than a bull in the china closet.
He has.
Just been hammered tonight by the Eagles. So it's 1st and 10, 6:32 left in your ball game. North Shore trailing 13-9. Trying to get into the scoring range. Here's Amador. Got a man streaking downfield. Got him open. That's Gilry. That's a 20, 10. Touchdown, Gilry.
63 yards.
63-yard touchdown pass from David Touchdown Amador to Terrence Gilry. What a play.
When in doubt, dial it up.
It wasn't Barnes. He's been throwing to Gilry more and more this year. Great play by Terrence Gilry. Puts the North Shore Mustangs ahead for the first time since they led 3-0 way back in the first quarter. Here's the snap and the kick. It's up. And it's through the uprights. And the Mustangs take a 16-13 lead over the Eagles. You're listening to Legacy Sports Network. 6:17 left in the game.
In Texas, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the truck of the future for everyone. Ford F-150, the official truck of the Coastal Conservation Association Texas Star. Built to work hard and smart. Because the truck of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for Texas. Join CCA now during the Star Tournament. The first 5 members to net a tagged redfish win a 2022 Ford F-150, plus a Haney Boat, Mercury Motor, and Coastline Trailer Package. Register today at startournament.org.
And a rich and savory flows the lead. That's how steak is done. Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak.
You have a 75-yard drive summary there.
They go 70. The Mustangs go 75 yards in 4 plays. Touchdown Dave hits Terrence Gilry 63 yards. They take 1:53 off the clock. Now North Shore leads 16-13 over the Eagles.
That's Amador 9th touchdown pass for the season. 1 interception. Let's see if they can hold down Atascocita here from returning at 80 yards here. Caught at the 25, up to the 35, and got him out of bounds. I tell you, Blaylock is.
He's a great player.
He's unbelievable. Evan Jackson doesn't have anything on Blaylock. I'll tell you, Blaylock, impressive. I promise you this: if you're listening tonight, Atascocita can strike just as fast as North Shore can. So do not turn that dial off just because the Mustangs got a 3-point lead.
They both have tremendous athletes, and that's the reason we think they're going to go long ways in the state playoffs this year.
Atascocita have 3 receivers stacked short, and now here's a
He's
penalty.
going toward the line of scrimmage. First penalty
I
of
believe
the game
that's
for
the
Eagles.
first penalty of the game. 6:11 left in the fourth quarter. The first flag thrown against Atascocita, who some would say has played a perfect game.
False start on the offense, number 78. 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
But they didn't have the 3 guys in motion movement. They had a offensive lineman jump. Called it on Christian Cruikshank. That's easy for you to say.
That's exactly right. First and 15 for the Eagles.
First and 15, our little marker's out over there.
I think it only goes to 10 yards. Past 11 yards, it doesn't calculate.
So Lee's in motion. He's looking for Lee. And he is going to be sacked down at the 16-yard line by Jalen Joseph. That's a huge sack. Jalen Joseph, as soon as Zion Brown turned around to look for a receiver, Joseph was in his grill. Brings up a long second down.
Loses 11 yards.
They got to get to the 45-yard line. The ball's on the 19, so that's 26 yards needed. Let's see what the Eagles dial up here. The Atascocita Eagle crowd kind of stunned. My guess is Irvin Cross is going to dial up a blitz here. Let's see what he does. We're going to have a timeout for the Eagles.
Timeout.
Second timeout.
It was
Atascocita.
23 left in the ball game. North Shore up 16-13. You're listening to Legacy Sports Network. We'll be right back.
The heart. It's what moves us, keeps us growing strong. And at Texas Children's Heart Center, they've been #1 in the nation at treating hearts like mine for 5 years in a row. From the most common diseases to the most complex, they're always looking for new ways to keep our hearts healthy. Using genetic testing, AI predictive programs, and minimally invasive procedures. The expert team of physicians help families stay healthy by never missing a beat.
And everything in between, let First Community empower you to reach your financial goals. Visit us at fccu.org/hometown to get started.
Rick Blunt, Carl Thieves, back here at Turner Stadium in Humboldt, Texas, with the North Shore Mustangs on a 63-yard touchdown pass from David, touchdown Amador, to Terrence Gilreath. Puts the Mustangs up 16-13, and a huge sack by the Mustang defense makes it second down at 26 yards. They have to get all the way to their own 45 to get a first down. And like I said, here comes a blitz. 6 men in the box. Here's a quick toss over here. Good defense. He just throws the ball out. Tackled by Dylan Dixon. Short pass thrown to Cameron Glenn. Cuts it down negligible now. It's only about 18 yards for the first down. Pick up an 8. Third down, 5 minutes left in the ball game. The Mustangs up by 3, 16-13. Third down here.
17 yards to go.
You have a feeling if you're Craig Stump, you need to pick up at least 8 or 9 here if you want to have a shot at going for fourth. So here's a quarterback. Gets near the line of scrimmage, throws it downfield. Intercepted by the Mustangs. And that's the sophomore Devin Sanchez. Cuts in front of the intended receiver. He was throwing to Claude Slaughter, who caught the big touchdown pass. First interception of the night for the Mustangs. What a great play by that sophomore. He's been picked on all year long. And he comes up big there, Carl.
Definitely does. 4:36 left in the contest.
Devin Sanchez, another long, great name in the cornerback history of the Mustangs, comes up with a big play right there. Amador hands it off to Johnson. Choo-choo! He breaks free to the 50, down to the 40, cuts back to the 33-yard line. Go get him, Choo-choo. Big first down run by the Choo-choo train. And best run of the game for Choo-choo.
He's going to go down to the 33-yard line, picks up 30 yards. And 14th first down for the Mustangs.
4:19 left in the ball game. Mustangs up by 3. Ball's on the Atascocita 33-yard line. North Shore just needs to control the ball, the clock. Atascocita only has 1 timeout left. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Don't make any mistakes here. Amador hands off to Johnson. Breaks free for about 3 yards off the left side. He's running hard. He's definitely been your go-to back tonight.
Picks up 3, second and 7.
Milk that clock. If you're the Mustangs, if you're Atascocita, strip that ball. North Shore's already had a turnover tonight.
And a fumble.
And a fumble. So if you're the Eagles, you want to stand them up and strip them. If you're the Mustangs, you want to hold on to that ball and see if you can punch 7 points down here. What a ball game. Amador hands off to Choo-choo. He's going to get about a yard. Field goal absolutely does you no good other than putting you up by 6. I guess that's not too bad, but you got a feeling this is 4-down territory. What do you think, Carl?
I definitely think.
They're at the 28. Right now, it'd be a 45-yard field goal. He just missed one earlier, 36-yard, kicking with the wind. So you just have this feeling the Mustangs are going to run 2 more plays here, see if they can milk that clock down. Atascocita only has 1 timeout left. 3rd down and 5. Here's Amador just going to hand it off to Johnson again. He's going to break free. He's going to get a first down to the 20-yard line. Hold on to that ball.
Very determined run.
Hit right at the line of scrimmage. Just kept going forward.
Broke 3 tackles. Picks up the 15th first down.
Great run. If you're watching it on Texas Live, he just kept moving that feet. And he just bullheaded towards that first down. 2:13 left.
Clock still running.
1 more first down by the Mustangs. They can
go victory.
They're going to run this play clock down. Atascocita has 1 timeout left. They had to use 2 timeouts. One on that big 3rd and 25. Johnson Amador
keeps it.
Going to get about 2. Get on the ground. 3-yard gain by Amador. DeAndre Hardiman coming in the game. Johnson getting a blow. 2nd down, let's call it 7. Maybe 8. 1:32 left in the ball game. The Mustangs up 16-13 over the Eagles. They're deep inside Eagle territory. The ball's on the 18-yard line. 2nd down.
Amador now the leading rusher. 14 carries for 109 yards.
15 seconds on the play clock.
Amador, touchdown Davis, run for 1 and threw for another.
So here's Amador handing off to Hardiman. Cuts back, gets inside to about the 12. Trying to strip the ball. He's going to be about 2 yards short. And I think Atascocita is going to call their last timeout.
Timeout, Atascocita.
So with 59
that's their 3rd and final timeout. Please set the play clock to 1-0-1.
They're going to put it at 1-0-1. The Mustangs leading 16-13. They've used their last timeout. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. So the Mustangs get this first down, Carl. It's good night. If they don't, you just fear a little bit. I feared Zion Brown and that cannon that he has in that right arm. And they got the athletes to strike fast.
They do.
They got the Barnes and the Gilry just like the Mustangs have. And I would just as soon the Mustangs pick up this first down here. They might even go for it on 4th down because the field goal doesn't really do any good.
You know, this has been such a great game. I'm just going to go out on a limb. This is the very best defense the Eagles have put together. First-year defensive coordinator Donnelly has just done a great job putting that defense together, and there's no shame in what they're doing tonight.
Oh, no, their offensive line has been great. It's the best game I've seen. I've seen Atascocita, obviously, over the last 15
last
years.
time out.
And I don't know if you agree with me, but this is the best Atascocita team I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I agree. Defense is much improved.
They very well still might win this game, and some folks will say they should have.
Just the defense is tackling. The scheme is just much crisp. It's better than I've ever seen it.
I don't really want to see this team again, and I don't think they want to see the Mustangs again. So it's 3rd down. Here's your situation, 3rd and 2. Field goal really doesn't do any good. They can't stop the clock. So you run this play clock here, and hopefully you pick up the 1st down, then they can just go victory. Amador keeps it, goes left, cuts free, stay in bounds, gets down, goes on a knee, probably could have scored, gets down to about the 5-yard line. That's going to be good night, see you later, turn out the lights, whatever you want to say, Dandy Don. The fat lady has sung, and they can't stop the clock. And with 41 seconds, you're going to see touchdown Dave go into a victory formation here. And the Mustangs are going to be lucky to get off this field with a victory tonight, Carl.
You're exactly correct.
So here's Amador taking the knee. They're going to have to snap it one more time. No, they're not setting the play clock. So that's going to be your final score. Both teams hugging each other. Hey, this has been probably one of the best games I've ever seen. I remember when the Atascocita beat us at the Texas NRG Stadium. But your final score here tonight, the North Shore Mustangs 16 keep their #1 state ranking alive. The Atascocita Eagles 13. What a great ball game. For those of you watching it on Texan Live, thank you so much. Stay with Texan Live all season long through the playoffs. And here at Legacy Sports, with a final score 16-13 in favor of your Mustangs, you've been listening to North Shore Football at Legacy Sports, and we'll be right back.
It's time to order your Ford and get 2.9% financing at your Texas Ford dealer. The summer supercharged sales event is here. So stop by your Ford dealer today and lock in this low rate on select Ford vehicles. Then discover how Ford can take your summer to a whole new level. Order F-150 with 2.9 financing for 60 months plus $500 cash plus complimentary maintenance at your best in Texas Ford.